Hey everyone, this is Bradley from the Mayer-Harman real estate team, and today I want to talk to you about the real estate market in Caledon, Ontario. A lot of the data that we've been looking at other municipalities as well have been very similar, specifically as it relates to the impact of COVID-19 on the real estate market itself. Leading into this year, we were expecting a record year as it relates to market value growth, or the average sales price growth, as well as it being an extremely strong seller's market. Well, when we look at Caledon, it's important to understand that Caledon is a variety of different marketplaces. You have Bolton, you have Caledon Village, Caledon East, Alton. There's a variety of small villages and areas of Caledon that have different dynamics. So today we're just talking about the overall Caledon marketplace and how it's been impacted in general by COVID-19. So again, leading into this year, we were expecting a banner year, potentially, as far as the Toronto Real Estate Board is concerned, over a 10% increase in potential market value. And certainly leading into March, that's exactly what we were seeing. Now, obviously, Caledon homes are varied, so the average sales price is definitely varied based upon the size and the location of those homes. For instance, the homes that are located more in the countryside tend to have more acreage and tend to be larger homes, so therefore their prices tend to be much higher and driving that average up. Whereas in town, the houses are smaller and therefore bring that average down. So keeping that as a grain of salt when you're talking about what's been happening. That being said, months of inventory was 2.73. That means of the homes that came on the market, it took 2.7 months in order for all of those homes currently on the market to be sold, with 74 being sold in a given month. Well, what happened in April? Because March, we saw the state of emergency come into effect on March 17th. There was really only 2 months of impact for that month. However, April was entirely kind of that lockdown, shelter in place state of emergency. And as a result, we did see a drop in the average sales price of 2.4% month over month. But what was more dramatic is the number of active listings increased from 202 in March to 220 in April, whereas the number of sales dropped from 74 to 21, which skyrocketed the months of inventory. And briefly, we were actually in a buyer's market in Caledon, believe it or not, at 10.4 months of inventory. That's huge. That being said, that was an extreme because leading into May, the month of May, now looking back at last month, we saw that the months of inventory dropped back down from 10.47 down all the way to 3.5. So it went straight back to a seller's market. In April, we saw the market average price drop 2.4% to $960, whereas in May, it went back up 4%. So it was actually May, we're higher of an average sales price than we were in March, up 4% to almost just under $1 million average sales price. So $999,899 was the average sales price in May. The average days on market dropped to 36 days on market, and the active listings declined as well, whereas the number of sales increased. I know that's a lot of numbers. I guess the big number that you need to understand is we're still down 2.5% in Caledon year over year, but I would argue that a lot of that has to do with some of the bigger homes in Caledon and not so much Bolton, because we have seen Bolton's real estate market extremely hot, multiple offers, low days on market. We saw a lot of competition and certainly no shortage of buyers, whereas in the countryside, in the rural areas, we did see a drop in demand. And of course, a lot of that had to do with the fear component. Moving into June, we still see a significant increase in buyers over sellers, but we will definitely give you more updates as we progress through the year. If you have any questions about any of the content that we talked about today, don't hesitate to reach out to me or the Mayer-Harman real estate team. We're happy to go over all of these details, but certainly let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think that the real estate market will continue to increase in value, or do you think that the COVID-19 situation and the unemployment numbers will dramatically drop real estate values, especially having looked at the information online and the data provided? There is an argument to be made that unemployment numbers may continue to drive real estate prices down and increase the number of, or decrease the number of buyers available. That being said, we are historically at a low supply of homes and an extremely low interest rate or carrying cost for homes based on the prime interest rate from the Bank of Canada. So that's also making borrowing money very affordable for most buyers who can afford it, of course, and that carrying cost being low drives prices up too. So we'll see what happens. If you like this video, please press the like button below. Feel free to subscribe if you want to get more content, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day. Bye for now.